Hey, hey, loves. It's your girl Kia, the creative superwoman behind At Peace Arts and the creator of the Own Your Peace Daily Planner for the last 5 years. So, I wanted to hop on to actually show you how to keep track of those pesky dates that are like the annual ones, the bi-weekly ones, the ones that you don't want to plot in your planner or can't necessarily plot in your planner, but that you want to be able to see them at a glance of like the things that you need to get done, but they're not always like, the daily ones you don't want to keep plotting in your planner. And the annual ones, you just want to know, okay, yes, I did that, I handled it, it's good, I don't need to worry about it anymore, and you can get it out of your brain. Um, and so if you don't have the Own Your Peace Daily Planner, you can still get it. You can go into atpeacearts.com/OYP 2021, and we'll go ahead and put that in the comments for you so that you can quickly grab it. The planner is $40 plus tax and shipping unless you live in the Boston area, and then you can actually um, pick it up from us if you would like to. So that's how you can save on shipping. Um, so yes, just trying to find those kind of like pesky, those dates that you're like, oh, I don't want to have to keep track of this date. Like I can't keep track of this date. I just need it to be easy. First of all, also remembering, because I think a lot of people think that just because I have a planner that I don't use my phone. I use both. So once you plot it in your planner, as I said when we were meeting for the road mapping session, um, unless this thing starts dinging, I need my phone so that I can get a reminder that I need to da 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 on this day. I need to pay that bill on this day or whatever have you. So you can use them in tandem. Don't feel like, you got to be planner snob totally and never use your phone. Use both. Use them in tandem. Superpower here. Okay. So yes, those pesky dates that you might have that you're like, it could be, for instance, changing the filter in your air conditioner, changing the filter in your heater, checking the, what do you call it? I don't know, water levels, or paying taxes. It's like sometimes those are quarterly for business people, for us business people. Booking your kids' dentist appointments or doctor's appointments, or your dentist appointment or doctor's appointment. Like those things that you're like, I need to be able to track that easily, but I don't want to put it all in my planner yet. I just want one place where I can see them. So, one location in your planner that's really easy to do this in. Um, the planner has these separate pages. Oh, what did I do? I brought this up and I didn't need to. So the planner has these separate pages where you have like the dividers in between the months. And normally I haven't done it yet, but I need to put tabs on these so I can easily find each month, right? So you have these, but on the opposite side, you actually have a totally blank page. And so use these blank pages for different things. I have used that as for, and I'll show you all kinds of different things. We'll be doing these on the regular so you can see how to use the planner, but also see like some of the really cool ways that I've used it, that the people, the like hundreds of other women that are using it, and just that keeps it fun, keeps it fresh, so that you're always using your planner for something new. So you could be using the backs of these pages for books you want to read or movies you want to watch, or golly, like crafts you want to try, or so many different things. So I'll be showing you those things throughout the months here. And if you are watching this right now and you have a planner and you're not in the Own Your Peace Daily Planner group, let me know. Inbox me so I can make sure you get in there. Okay. So um, I'm going to start it off from scratch so that you can see what I'm doing. So I have a scratch piece of paper because you could put this in your planner, but I'm going to take it and plot it, and then put the results that from the plot into the planner. But you may absolutely decide that this next step that I'm going to do, you're going to put this whole thing in your planner. So it's totally up to you, right? So first, you want to decide what you're keeping track of. is all of the first you can literally take a piece of paper and just write it all down. What are all the things that you're going to need to keep track of? And I'm not talking about like you don't necessarily need to do daily, but you could if there are certain things that you have to do on a daily basis, like you're a mama, your baby's in daycare, you need to pack the, pump the milk, pack the milk, freeze the milk, clean the bottles, whatever it is you need to do. You need to do that on a daily basis. Sometimes it's rote memory, but if you want to have a daily section for this, you can do daily as well. So first, you just want to keep track of, write down all of the things. So I just wrote down five. Um, oh, I had another one too. I said we would put taxes on there, I think I said. Or, yeah, okay, I have it on here, right? So like you get a list of all of the things that you need to keep track of that are like, I need to do this, it's annual, but monthly, I'm not going to remember that, right? So you get all of those on the list first. And then once you do that, you then want to come on to either, as I said, a sheet of paper, I think is the safest. And you want to break down those things that you have, right? So in here, I've got, let's say I'm going to go with annual, quarterly, monthly, bi-weekly, weekly. Let's just because we can, let's do daily, right? So I have all of those there. Annual, quarterly, monthly, bi-weekly, weekly, daily. You could have a 6-monther right here, but I feel like you could do annual times 2 instead of doing another column. But again, that's totally up to you, right? Just to divide these columns up, I'm going to do some colors here. So let's say I'm not going to go all the way down the page. Just to have some division. I can't keep that marker open. That was giving me anxiety just now. Right? So I'm just doing this so that I can tell, like when I'm doing this next step that I'm going to do, it makes it very clear where each thing is. But you don't have to have color. You could also do this with graph paper. Might be easier to do it, plot it out with graph paper too. Whatever works best for you. And because I don't have a purple highlighter, you're all surprised that I don't have a purple highlighter, right? I'll do that for daily. I just need something there. I could have done another blue, or the same blue highlighter, but I kept it the same. All right. So now that I have these all divided up, I now can start to plot, right? So here, if I've got, for instance, let's just write down the things that I had on my card here, right? So I had check the air filter. I have clean the chimney. I have the quarterly report. Clean the fridge. Dust. Send thank yous. Got to do taxes. And I'm going to do one daily on there. Um, let's say, check my planner. Check planner. Okay. So I've got all those listed down on there, right? And now I want to start to plot them. So right in here, if I got a Sharpie in here, I just make a dot. I don't even have to do much. Okay. So if I have, I got 2 here because I did another one, right? So if I have checking my air filter, let's just say that's annual. right? But let's just say you had something, maybe we check the chimney twice a year. So here you could do, or cleaning the chimney twice a year, you could do this and put a 2 next to it. That lets you know I need to do that biannually. And again, you could have another, if you've got a lot of things that are biannual, you could have another column here that is a biannual column, right? And then I'll move that so it's not confusing. And then let's say we've got quarterly report here. Okay, that's pretty self-explanatory. Grab over. That's quarterly report. Cleaning the fridge, we're going to do that monthly. Dust, we'll do that bi-weekly. Just going through and make this just going through my planner. Sending thank yous, I do that weekly for paint parties. Taxes, let's say quarterly. And checking my planner, I said I do that daily, right? So I have that all plotted now, all moved and plotted, and I can see very clearly. I can literally go down if I wanted to do this. I could come down here annually and see exactly, like, come here. What is that? Oh, that's checking the air filter. What is that? Cleaning the chimney times 2. Okay, right? So I could then come in here and I can take this from here, right? Now that I have it here, and because these aren't my real things and I just made some stuff up, I'm not going to put them in my planner because I'm not ready for that, right? Because these were totally things that I just totally made up, and now I'm not gonna put them in my planner and mess my whole planner up. But when I should have done it first, but I was like, basically someone asked the question, and I was like, Jill, shout out to Jill who asked the question in the Own Your Piece Daily Planner group, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go live, and I'm gonna go live on a whole bunch of other things that are in the planner that people may have questions about. So you may absolutely drop your question either in the planner group, or you can message it to me if you're not in the planner group and you don't have a planner yet. You can message me and I will make a video about it, or I will just post videos about the things that I know about already. Okay, so please, 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 we want to hear from you, and we want to be able to support you in using your planner, as well as if you don't have a planner, for one whatever reason or another, you're not able to get a planner. Um, you can do this in, if you're bullet journaling or doing a notebook or anything like that. The planner just brings it all together for you. But if you're bullet journaling or have just a plain old notebook, and this is going to be helpful for you, please use it. I got to find out what bullet journaler I found this from. Um, okay, so now we've got all that, right? And now we're going to take these and plot them here. So you could take this and keep this in your planner, but what I think is easier is if you have the things that are annual, quarterly, monthly, whatever have you, you can see them and you can actually plot dates for them, right? So if I am here and I'm like, all right, so here we have annual, and you can get probably stickers for this or make labels. So if I have annual here, quarterly, monthly, bi-weekly, weekly, and then daily. And you may need more space for daily depending on what your daily looks like. This is like, of course, we only wish we had one thing that we could do daily, but we don't. Okay. So if we're plotting it in that way, I'm going to move my planner over just a little bit so I'm not blocking. I think my picture might be blocking that. So I'll move this over just a little bit so you can see it better. Okay. So now, if I were to come in here and um, plot these, I could color coordinate this, but I'm not going to. But you could, just underlining them, right? Now I can plot this. So I have checking my air filter annual, right? So I would put it here. Check air filter. And that's only one time a year. I can actually plot a date right here. And let's just say it's going to be March 3rd. Okay. Then I can put here, clean chimney is also technically annual, but it's really going to be biannual. Oh, it's supposed to be clean chimney. I'm just going to keep writing. White out to the rescue. So here, if I'm going to check the chimney and I'm going to do it twice a year, I'm going to do it, let's say, January 30th and also July 29th, whatever, right? I've now got physical dates. Now I can go quarterly report. So this is quarterly. So now here I can say I'm going to do the quarterly report. And since it's quarterly, I can decide if I want to put these dates here or if I know it's the fourth week of the third quarter, whichever have you, I can plot that here. So if I'm going to have a quarterly report, I could say um, one's due on April 1 and I don't know. I'm totally making these up right now. And 12/1 and 1/1, right? So that's all the dates that the quarterly reports are due. So I'm plotting that out, right? Monthly, I have clean the refrigerator. So clean fridge. And I'm going to say, let's just say I'm going to say I'm going to do it on the 5th of every month. Or I could say I'm going to do it the first week of the month, right? So let's just say week 1. We don't want to put ourselves in too much of a just get it done in the first week, right? We're not going to put too much stress on ourselves. Let's see, what do we have left? Dusting. Dusting is going to be done bi-weekly. So we're going to dust, and that will be bi-weekly. So we could put a date here, but let's just say we say the first and third week. First and third weeks, right? Weekly, we've got send thank yous. Do I have anything else? Oh, I have something else quarterly. Taxes. My bad. I missed the taxes. So taxes going to be quarterly. So we'll say I don't know. We'll do this. If this is quarterly again, this quarterly be messing me up. Um 3/1 plus blah blah blah, all of that. Put in the quarterly dates. I don't know why my brain can't think quarterly right now, right? But you would put in those dates just like we did the quarterly report. And then let's see, do we have taxes next? No. What is that? Taxes. Yeah, taxes we just did was quarterly. Sending thank yous, I think was next. We did dusting. Yep. So send thank yous. We said that's weekly. So we say send thank yous. And we will do that let's say we do that every Thursday. So I come from the medical world when I used to work admin. So Q is every. That's a good shortcut. And I'm gonna say every Thursday. It's a good shortcut for your key in the planner. So there's a key in the planner where you can have different shortcuts that you can use, and Q is one that I use all the time. Q before is an A with a line over it, after is a P with a line over it. Right? So an O is without. So there's some little codes you can be using, right? Dropping you some little gems. Um, yeah, something like that, Rebecca. Something like that. All right. And Tawanya, I'm using pen right now, but if I were to be in my planner, I probably would not. I probably would go in with pencil or plot out, like if I was thinking about quarterly, I probably wouldn't just be like, these are the quarterly dates, right? I would more or less be like, all right, let me get these dates together and then put them in, right? So just an FYI, I probably wouldn't, but I'm not in my planner right now. I'm on a blank sheet of paper because I made these dates up. I made these things up. I don't even know when I check the air filter because Al does it. So I don't know when that happens. So I just threw down some things to help you. And then for daily, I have check in my planner. So for daily, I don't really need to write anything. Like I could do a time. Maybe I could say I would check my planner at 7 a.m., right? So maybe I could go down to time if I wanted to do that, right? So now you have it totally plotted out where you could go in and take these dates if you wanted to. If you felt like I might not look at this, you can now take these dates and go into your planner and plot them, right? If you wanted to do that, or put them, if it's a weekly thing, it's just every Thursday, maybe you just make a little note to yourself in your planner in the month to say, what do I have? January 1 1. So I could then go into my planner and make sure that I take this date on 1 1 and plot it. Maybe I just put a little star here and say quarterly report or QR. And that will like kind of alert me to then go like, okay, I need to do that quarterly report, right? It's due on this day, so need to have done it in December or whatever have you. You have to. The biggest thing here in this right here that I just made would be in my planner here. Okay. I just wrote, as I said, I wrote it on a different sheet of paper because I need to do my annual, quarterly, monthly, biweekly, weekly, and daily stuff. So I'm going to put it on this back page, the insert right here, right? For June, you could do it in July. It doesn't matter. I just decided it could be good in the middle of the year. But it's going to go here. I could also just take this and washi tape it in, right? If I don't feel like writing it again, if this were my real thing. So keeping that in mind, also like if yes, 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 yes. But let's the reading your comments here. I'm sorry. Um, I wonder if there's any comments in the actual planner group. Let me check and see if you all are in there. Yep, I see those two. Yeah, I was making sure. I don't know if they all just come here. I wonder if that's what happens. Like if I post it in the planner group, if they just all come here. I don't know. Hi, Kenya. Um, so Jill, I'm just on a random insert. I'm using June. This is a random insert. Rebecca, way too organized. I'm not there yet. Neither am I, Rebecca. I'm not there yet either. Remember, space and grace. Space and grace. As you said, T, using pen is so permanent. So the first thing is whiteout is your friend, number one. Washi tape is also your friend if you make an error in your planner. One of the first things that kind of keeps us hung up in our planner is worried that we're going to make a mistake. This is your playground here, right? Um, this is not any more school or somebody being like, you made a mistake, you messed it up. This is your playground. So I feel you, T. I'm the same way. And as I said, whiteout is your friend. Use your whiteout wherever you can. And also give yourself space and grace. Like, okay. Sometimes we're so used to having it be perfection that we don't want it to be anything else. And in our planner, you are going to have some spots where you write something and you realize, shoot, that wasn't right. It's okay. Put a sticker over it and keep it moving. Or, as I said, use a sheet of paper as long as it's not distracting you to the point where you're not able to get things done, like you're writing everything down and then rewriting it. Or you can type things and stick them in here with some washi tape, right? So if you need to change it, you can have a document in your computer. I'm more writing things that works better for me. But if you like it better on a computer, you could have done this on a computer and just plotted it out in an Excel document and then take that Excel document and plop it right in here or put it in a Word document and write it in here. So many different ways to do it. But I feel you, T. I do feel your pain. Um, would you say? I do sometimes draw in pen. No mistakes, just art. No mistakes, just art. She said I'm stressing her out with the pen. Um, but again, I was not writing in my planner. I was writing on a different sheet of paper. So I'm glad I can help you breathe again, T. Yes. September 5th, make Al change the filter. Listen, I'm glad, Rebecca, you got a place to track your mileage. Absolutely. You could use one of these inserts to track your mileage, right? Use one of these inserts for keeping your books, like what books you've read or want to read. Um, and I am going to make you buy washi tape. You're going to want to buy washi tape after you watch this video. So, yes, you can absolutely plot anything, but this is one way that you can keep all of your dates in one place. So if you were to, every now and then go here to your annual quarterly to this section, you can make a pretty ribbon at the top, make it nice, get some washi tape, throw that on there, make it look pretty, have fun with it. But this is just one way to plot it. And again, if you wanted to have this here instead, maybe you like this better. Maybe this is better for you to just plot it quickly. Um, I also like you could color code this. Let's say, for instance, I like to color code things like for instance, just saying maybe checking the air filter and cleaning the chimney and cleaning the fridge and dusting are all home stuff. And then quarterly report, maybe the day job. And then self is checking the planner because that's just self care, making sure you're not missing anything, right? So you could color code so that you could see if you wanted to divide these into your different compartments of your life, or none of that and do none of this and you just plot it in your planner or you put it in your phone. I think we get really, and I do too. I'm saying the we because it's me as well, right? Yeah, you know me in the washi tape. You know me in the washi tape. It's a problem. But you may absolutely, I'm going to get y'all to love it, but you may absolutely figure out a way to whatever works for you. These are just some steps that you can use, but don't feel like if I don't do this or I don't use my planner for a whole week or 2 weeks or a month that I'm doing something wrong. You are dope. You're amazing. We're all trying to get through what we're trying to get through. Do what it is you need to do to get through it and keep it moving. Do not even miss a step. If you made a line in your pen and you're like, I don't like that line. If it's really bothering you, make a doodle and figure out how to cover it up. But otherwise, let it roll. We got too much other stuff than to be focused just solely on our planner because life is still happening. Even if we're planning all the things at the best of our ability, life is still amazing and it's happening and it's crazy. And yeah, so keep that in mind. So, again, if you're watching this right now and you still do not have your Own Your Peace daily planner, stop waiting. Stop waiting. If it's a matter of cost, talk to me. The planner is $40 plus shipping if you need it to be shipped to you. But you can also pick up from us in our Boston office. And it's not a Boston office. It is our Boston office. We talking big right now, right? Like we're gonna have multiple offices in different places. Yes, 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 yes. Manifesting, right? Um, but yes, talk to me. You can hit the link in there. I think I pinned it. You can grab your your planner there. Yeah, and we talked about the washi tape at Dollar Tree being crap. So you got to get the stuff from China on Amazon. Or talk to me and I'll let you borrow some of my washi tape. We can exchange, right? So yes, reach out to me. As I said, if you have questions about how to use the planner, drop them in the chat. Drop them in Own Your Piece. If you are here and you have a planner and you're not in the Own Your Piece planner group, let me know so I can make sure that I plop you in there. So I'm gonna sign off and go eat. But listen, thank you all for joining. I'm so excited to keep planning with you and keep owning our piece in 2021. The right now this year is like a year of like owning at least who we are right now because that's what we can control. Breathing and owning who we are, right? And in our own amazingness, basking in all of our amazingness. So I'm excited to create with you all. If you have any questions at all about the planner, how to get the planner, use the planner, any of that, and I will see you all again when we drop another video. So keep being amazing. I love y'all, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.